In my last video, I gave you 3 free alternatives to Photoshop, and I gave you reasons why they are the only true free alternatives to Photoshop. If you've not seen that video, make sure to go and check out that video, because in this video, I will be giving you my favorite of them all, as well as the reason why I consider it the best free alternative to Photoshop. So if you've seen the previous video, you should be able to tell by now which of them is my favorite. To avoid long talks, I give you Photopea. Yeah, Photopea is my favorite of them all. And if you have opened Photopea, or if you've tried Photopea before, you would agree with me that it is by far the closest alternative to Photoshop. And here is why. As usual, I'm just going to head to my browser and search for Photopea. And just click on the first link that pops up, photopea.com. As you can see, this is Photopea's homepage. I'm going to open it side by side with Photoshop so we can compare and contrast. This is Photoshop. I'm going to put this on this side and Photopea on this side. Now, like I said, it is an alternative, meaning it is similar. It is not exactly the same. So for Photopea, I'm just going to click on New Project. For Photoshop, I'll do the same, New File in this case. So they have similar interfaces, like I said. You have here different templates format like photos. Click on photo, print, art, illustration, and so on. So I'll go to print. And same thing here. When you come down, you see social, print, photo, screen, and other templates that are there. So I'll go to print as well. I'm just going to use the same format that is here. I'll click on A4. And for Photoshop still, I'll look for A4. This is A4. And then click on create. Same with this create. So you see now that we have an A4 canvas on the both of them. Like I said, I'm just going to be showing you the similarities and differences between these tools. Now on the left hand side of this, you have the toolbar here. We have the selection, the move tool, which also is in Photoshop here, move tool. And when you right click on it, you have the move tool and the artboard tool. Let's see this move tool and the artboard tool. See, it's the same thing. Now, after that, you have the rectangular marquee tool. So you have the rectangular select, ellipse select. Same thing here. You have the rectangular marquee tool, elliptical marquee tool. It's called marquee tool here, but here it's called select. On this, you have the lasso tool, polygonal lasso tool, magnetic lasso tool. Same thing here. Lasso, polygonal, magnetic. So I'm just going to be breezing through. Magic wand, quick select, object select, quick select, and magic wand. Now we have the crop, perspective crop, slice to, crop, and perspective select. The other two tools are not here, so Photopea is winning now. Now we have the eyedropper, color sampler, ruler, eyedropper, and color sampler. Photopea has one extra tool that Photoshop does not have, so it's winning. Now we have the spot healing brush, magic replace, and so on. Here you just have the spot healing brush, the patch tool, and content aware tool. Now we have the brush, pencil, color replacement, brush and pencil, no color replacement. No, okay, is it? No, it's not here. No color replacement. So Photopea is also winning.
You wish.
It's not really winning. It just has some tools that Photoshop obviously has somewhere, but it's not on this toolbar. Probably when I change my workspace, because right now I'm photography. If I go to painting, of course you will see more tools here. You see different brushes here. You see the color replacement now has shown. We have the color replacement here that is here on this guy. So it was not on this interface simply because I was working under the photography workspace. So if you change to different workspace, you can even change to graphic web, 3D, essentials, motion graphics. So you see other tools that are currently not here. So I'll stick to my photography, and I think I'm going to stop here. So you see that most of what you have here, at least 75% of what you have on Photoshop is on Photopea's toolbar. Now let's check the menu bar. The first thing on the Photopea's menu bar is the file, which of course we have new, open, and blah blah blah. If I open here, you see this. Okay, this has more options here on the file menu. Now for the edit, you have undo, redo, on the rest, free transform, auto align, auto blend. Now under edit, you have similar stuffs too. Auto blend is also here. Basically, because we don't have any free layer, that's why these options are not visible. So you come to image, it also has image. The next thing we have is layer. Layer is also here. Type. Okay, there's a type menu here, but there is no type menu here. From layer, we have select. So Photopea is missing type. Let me check more if it's there. No, it doesn't have that. Window, it doesn't have that. So Photopea 0, Photoshop 1. Now we go to the filter. Okay, select. We have all these options here, similar to Photoshop. Filter, where we have the liquify, lens correction, camera raw, blur, distort, noise, and other filters. Let's see what we have here. Filter gallery, camera raw, okay. Liquify, okay. Also have vanishing point. Of course, if we had a layer, an active layer, we would be able to access that option. Now 3D, blur, noise, and others. Now when you get to view, of course, this is where you have zoom and other interface adjustment. Yeah, Photoshop has view too, but Photoshop has 3D menu and Photopea doesn't have 3D. So we move on. Windows, where you have the different windows that display on this Photopea's interface, where you can activate them or deactivate them. Photoshop also has that too, with even more options. Now there's a help menu here, and I think we don't have help here, rather we have more. And this is where you can get to install Photopea as a web app on your PC. I already had that done, so this option is no longer available. You can install it, so you don't have to come to your browser and type in photopea.com. You just open the app. Now on the right hand side, unlike Photoshop is looking very clean with the layers panel opened here, channel, path, and others. You can double click on adjustment to have the different adjustment panels here. Histogram is here, navigation is here. This is looking well laid out. But for Photopea, it is looking quite different, and there's this very massive block of empty space here. Yes, I told you already that it's a free tool, so you don't expect it to be perfect. And since it is running on free plan, you expect that there should be some form of ads displayed on it. So this empty block here, this empty space, is dedicated to ads. So while you are working, they'll be entertaining you with some ads. If you click on this, normally it's supposed to spread out this panel here, just like this, just like clicking on this icon here on Photoshop. It hides and opens up the panel. So I think the reason why it's not responding is because of the split screen effect. So let me enlarge this as a full screen and then click on this. Okay, good. Now you see it. If you remember how Photoshop was looking, this is almost very similar. You have your layer here, you have your channels, you have your path, and then you have the history and the swatches. The history here, we're supposed to have a navigator. Let's go to Windows and see if we can bring that in. I want my navigator. Yes, click on navigator, and then navigator pops up. I want to put it here. Where the did you enter? Navigator, I want you here. I want you here. I'm trying to customize this as I would in Photoshop, because for Photoshop now, let me go back to Photoshop and show you what I mean. This is Photoshop, and here is my navigator. I can move this navigator and put it on its own, on the panel on its own, and it will be looking like what we had in Photopea. And I can move it into this place and customize it basically how I want. And this is how I like it. But Photopea is not allowing me do that. So for this particular property or feature, Photoshop wins. And you have properties, you have info just as Photoshop. Let me go back to Photoshop. Yeah, here you have info. You have info and you have properties, depending on your layer. Here you have your characters panel, and I think, where's the characters? This should be it. I click on this. Yeah, we have a characters panel, just like it. You have character, you have paragraph, and basically that's it. Okay, before I end this video, I would love to show you my favorite feature of this tool that completely blew my mind. If you agree with me as graphic designers, especially logo designers, you will agree that mockups are a very vital part of logo design delivery. as opposed to having to create your own mockup inside Photoshop before you can apply to your logos, or having to go to other stock sites to download mockup assets, Photopea offers you the ability to use their vast collection of mockups within the tool, so you don't have to go outside the tool to source for these mockups. Let me show you what I mean. When you come to the Photopea's homepage, you see this option here that shows templates. Once you click on templates, it brings you to this their vast collection of templates here on Photopea. Now, see these beautiful looking mockups. You check which of them would make sense on your logo, and then you can use it right here in Photopea. And the beauty of this is, after using this, you can save this as a PSD file that you can even open and edit with Photoshop anytime. Let me look for one that I can work with right here. They even have thumbnails. You can use thumbnails. See this? This is Mr. Beast kind of thumbnail. You can edit this and change or make changes to this for your YouTube thumbnails. So I think I like this. Once you click on it, you wait for it to load up. Now it has loaded up here. You come here and here is your logo. Once you turn this off, it's a mockup. Click on it. If you know how to use mockup, just double click on it. It takes you into the smart object here, where you get to replace this icon here for your own logo. So I'm going to bring in my own logo. I'm going to desktop. I have this logo here. I'm going to drag it into this canvas here. I'm going to enlarge this my own logo, just as I would on Photoshop. And you have this. If you remember, the former one is in black, all black, but I have mine now in gold and black. Let's see if it works. So I'll save. Normally, you know, this is smart object, so you have to save so that your changes will take effect in the original document. So click on Ctrl S or come to File here and save smart object. So going back to the original, you can see that our logo is already updated on it. You can see how beautifully it looks on the mockup. With this now, I can export. Come to File here, export as JPEG. So you export as an image to send to your client, or you save. I'm going to save this as a PSD. Save as PSD. I'm going to save it to you on my desktop. Building logo mockup. Save. Because I want to show you that this can open up in Photoshop just exactly as it is here, and you will make changes in Photoshop. So we have this building mockup here. Based on the fact that it's a PSD file, it already has Photoshop icon on it. So once you double click this file contains file info data which cannot be read and has to be ignored. Okay, of course, ignore it. Now we have it here. This is exactly how it was looking on Photopea. Your logo here and every other layer here. I'm going to hide this. So when I click on this, you see my logo here, as well as the previous logos that were there. Well, I believe this video was helpful thus far, and if you also found it helpful, you have no excuse to crush the like button, smash the subscribe button, and shatter the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any valuable content like this. If you are interested in learning more about Photoshop document editing, endeavor to join my Telegram channel through the link in the description below, or you also find the link on the cover page of this channel. There I share helpful tutorials on Photoshop document editing. With that said, bye and see you in the next video.